Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Dr. Bosky, and today we're looking at an updated version of the Paltech world. This is one of our most ambitious, giant kind of key art shots. This is going to set the tone for basically the whole universe, and you don't necessarily see it in all its glory completely this way, but we're going to see pieces of it. So we're working very hard on this. And Dimitri, this is a fantastic version. I love what you've done here with adding these like bigger mega structures. Super cool. Neat to see these guys coming off the planet's surface. This suggests like just advanced technology and civilization. Very, very, very cool stuff. And we're still looking at just concepts here. So this isn't refined. This is shapes and whatnot. I think I'm still not quite getting these kind of brush strokes here. It's kind of tough, like suggesting kind of what the green looks like. I think it looks better kind of over here, which is good. I enjoy that you added this kind of like Park City thing. Again, this is all kind of just concepts, so we haven't gotten into refining it. It's going to be a big job here. But overall, we're getting there. I think when I see this thing, my brain starts to go, ooh, there's something cool. Again, really love what we want. This was kind of this came very quickly for us here with this like artificial moon that we've got here with the projector. Super, super cool. All right. So why don't we dive into a little bit here. So what I'll do, I kind of went back to some of our references. I think we're close in a lot of ways. So, and I'm just going to share with you things that I like coming out of some of the concepting I did in ideation tonight. So I know we talked about this before. I think there's something really good about the nature of like this kind of these power kind of conduits. I also really like that this power conduit stretches like across the planet's surface, and you can kind of see that. So that's a great example there. And I think here when I'm thinking about this, this extra layer of detailing could probably be something that we kind of think about in the way that this sort of hub maybe connects to like the power conduits. You kind of have it going here. Maybe there's something like that, but I think that it'll be cool to explore that a little bit more. Now, I'm just going to go through some things I like here. So I think what we're missing here is that we have this wonderful planet, and we do have some celestial bodies. I think what we're missing is that this advanced technology, like sci-fi kind of civilization, this whole conglomerate of Paltech. I think what we're missing is some of those extra bodies. I don't think it has to necessarily be in the planetary image itself, but when we're thinking about designing and directing the whole, like these shots, I think we probably should explore these a little bit more. So here, I really enjoy that we've got this suggestion, and maybe we have a couple of these where there's the suggestion of these structures, and they have these kind of like power lines that are really nice. That's a little fat. Yeah, so these structures here, and then they have these like really cool, like, I don't know, like these power lines that are replicated in here. I thought that was just really cool. And I think we got some other bits here with, like just some weird satellite imagery, like this cool, like floating ring here. It really like something, I guess there's some Halo kind of flavor in there, but something about that is really just resonating really strong with me. And I don't mind the techno junk that we kind of got here and the spheres. This was a kind of a space elevator. Like, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a giant like turbine thing. I'm not sure, but I'm not super keen on that so much. But there's some things. Oh, and also, like here's a good example of like this sort of like the idea of like solar sails or like mega structures that are power collectors from solar energy or things like that, or maybe these arrays that are kind of above the planet. So maybe that would be a thing there. Coming over here, I think something that when we get into our renders, there's something just really thematically cool about this kind of blue, like just holy crap, here's some energy traveling through. This is a mega structure over the planet itself, right? And I don't think we have to necessarily implement a megastructure over the planet in this case, but there's something tonally that I really like about that. And again, you can kind of see like, even though they're just these funky bits, but like, like again, some extra kind of bits here with suggesting that things are kind of above the planet's surface. Also interesting, kind of like this weird panel thing here. That's not super, super cool. And then here I was looking at this with this exploration, and I think we're getting there, which is really cool. I think what I'm kind of missing to some degree is this idea of depth. So inside the planet itself, there's some things here that I really like. Like this thing here is really, really cool. Like it's very artificial. Not sure what it does, but it sort of suggests or reminds me of something machine-like, almost like the panels of the city can pull apart and then, you know, give you like a deeper, like, you know, like way to get down to the city. Again, the planet is 30 cities that cover the entire planet in a sphere, and they're stacked on top of each other. So it's one of the things that I don't know if we can actually convey that. But you know, again, kind of taking a look at this, like this nodule, it's like, oh, here's this cool power source, something that suggests like maybe just a deeper kind of bit here. So, but it was kind of fun exploring this. I enjoyed how, like, you know, like each one of these planets, it looks like they have this kind of like reactor or core that is tapping down into the depths of the planet, and then being able to, like, you know, I don't know, expel energy to, you know, maybe some array or some of the like maybe like getting power off the planet or from the planet to power some of their mega structures could be a thing. So again, super fun just thinking about it. Not a ton to take away from there, just a few things I thought I would share that I liked. Coming down into here, man, these are really cool. They totally make me think of, like, I don't know, like giant vertical, like eating centers, or they're like, you know, like it's almost like there's like water and then you see the green bastions, right, which are really, really cool. I think we need to do something like that structure wise. I thought that was really cool. It came out of this exploration a little bit here. Again, a neat little kind of funky satellite thing, you know. Also honorable mention, I think this structure here is really kind of cool too. I think we're kind of missing just a little bit more. I know we've got that thing with distance, right? I'm still looking to get a little bit more depth impression on our own, you know, with our own planets themselves. And I thought that was really kind of cool there. Yeah, so some food for thought, but I really like these. These things are really cool. I thought they were kind of cool. So coming down here, Paltech World, research and development. So I don't know if there's anything to really take away from this in particular, but I wanted to imagine Paltech as a series of like different factories and mercenary and robotic stations, right? Because it's also, you know, like they basically, their primary export is war technology, mercenary technology, right? And I think one of the things that they do really well here, and granted it's on top of a planet, but, you know, like there's just something about like that a little extra layer of depth that they kind of create. It definitely suggests that there are these mega like ring cities on top, you know, like metropolises. I think that we could probably try to maybe like work, you know, like we can't do them all, right? But maybe we can work something else into there from that perspective. So I just wanted to share that a little bit. And then coming over here to look at this. So yeah, it's inside of a cave, you know, it's kind of cool, like, you know, whatever, nothing to really do there. But I thought they did a good job, like, with, like, kind of sort of defining a bit more of that military industry, and, you know, so, you know, like these like, and you have these like weird like portal things here. But I think the thing I enjoy the most here is that we have these like, I don't know, like you can see them here, like there are these like, I don't know, you can tell that they're channels, and this is probably way too much detail, so, you know, take it for a grain of salt. I'm just, you know, this is something that, like, not everything has to go into every image, but I do like that it suggests like this undercity illumination. Like, I mean, we're already subterranean, so it's going down further, and that there are ways to see that. I don't know if we can really work that into our own concept, but you know, honorable mention. And then here, you know, what was it that I liked about this? I mean, it's cool. I think it was kind of cool to think about, you know, where'd my pointer go? Hello, pointer. Yeah. To think about maybe these like, they're like these urban rings, you know, like there are these like these main like feeding stations or things like that. I don't know if there's much to do like these domes. Granted, this is mostly from, you know, from like a moon, so I'm not sweating it too much. But I thought it was just kind of an interesting design concept there. So not a ton to get away with there. And then, yeah, so coming down to this in particular, these structures are really cool. I kind of like that they're organized in a way that, you know, like suggests to me that like there is, you know, these are like robotics or military like manufacturing like facilities. You have you have obviously the main hub. This is really, really cool. I'd love to take some of our own design concepts and kind of work this in. This was very much like, and you can see like, we won't have the fidelity and resolution for the troops or any of that, but I like that this is like, hey, like, the whole thing kind of has a like an exposure of, of, again, military complex. And I think that we're kind of missing a little bit of that. That's a lot of flavor of what Paltech is. So check out these weird like geo satellite ring, like geo station things. These things are really cool. I was like, oh yeah. And you can see there's a couple themes here with like, you got the, we got like these energy power conduit things that are kind of come down to the surface. Granted, it's a slightly different as getting back to the mega structures, but I figure like thinking about some of these, I think that's one extra layer of detail that we're kind of missing. Like there is no problem with Paltech being able to move things back and forth between the planet's surface and space. It's almost interconnected, and it's a tough challenge because it's hard to convey what that looks like, and maybe we do it with separate entities and objects and things we're talking about. So, but I wanted us to think about these in the context of really building that, right? So, and a couple honorable mentions here. I mean, look at this weirdly interesting like circular ring structure here. Like I'm really enjoying that as well. So, and just getting those highlights, and then another, like when we get to more of a detailing pass, and this is probably worth photo bashing, right? But, like there's something I really enjoy about like these, like it just catches the eye. It suggests something we don't quite see, but also just, intelligence with the way things are being put together. So I think that's it. I really like where we're at. I think we're close. Let me see. Was there anything else? Oh yeah. So another honorable mention here. I was kind of playing with this a little bit here. Again, like these interesting like structures, right? The fact that it's in space on the horizon and it's touching down, and even though you don't see anything there, it's like you see this transference of like whatever of energy. Very similar to what we kind of have already with this here. I really I think the overall disc, this is super cool. We're getting there. And just maybe as an honorable mention, like maybe a couple just like a couple big just like buildings that have like from a perspective connection to to like the main hub. I think that there's something there that I really enjoy just seeing there. I think that's it. Yeah, so there's all my scripts. What I'll do is I will save this Photoshop file for you, since I have all these pieces in here, and we'll go and crop it, and then I'll see about uploading that. But again, I really, really like where we're heading here. I think we're starting to show some of that cool alien, granted, like that cool like alien sort of future sci-fi. I think we're starting to really get to that. I know I'm coming back to our planet here in hindsight, but I really like this purple star that we've got here. I like this purple star, and then it's kissing the atmosphere with this kind of purpleness, and then you had the balls to do like a second star over here. That's like, so now we have two different highlights. I think that's really cool. I think we should. I think that the cool part here is that when you did that, it still leaves this like it's not completely illuminated from this face. I think that's interesting. We should definitely continue pursuing that. So I hope this stuff helps. I'm gonna pack this up for you, get this up. It took me a little bit longer to work through this, but I think we're close. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.